Ladies and gentlemen, first let's welcome Lin from Chinese Taipei. And the next, Patrick Franziska from Germany.
World number 8, Patrick Franziska, flying the flag for Germany, cuts a relaxed figure as he makes his way down the runway. A bit of a spring in the step, but he has got a tough task ahead of him, taking on a player who he has yet to beat in 7 previous encounters across all competitions. This, a round of 16 match, the winner through to the quarterfinals here in Chongqing. Best of 5 games as ever. It's the first to 11 points, and a player must win by 2 clear points to take the game. Well, this is a debut at Chongqing for Lin of Chinese Taipei. Patrick Franziska, we saw him here last year, reached the round of 16, lost to Dang Cho of Germany in that one. Teammate of Patrick Franziska, the head-to-head very much in favour of the world number 13, 4 wins at WTT level. Lin, a familiar face, will be overseeing this match. Well, Adam Bobrow is sitting alongside me here. Adam, some last-minute words of advice for Patrick Franziska, the world number 8.
Oh man, have I ever been in the hot seat? Advice for the world number 8? My goodness, come to the table with belief, relax, take some chances, and remember you've got nothing to lose.
Red for Lin, blue for Franziska. Red, you win the toss, what do you want? Receive, which side? Good match.
Lin Winru wins the toss, impressive in his opening match a couple of days ago. It sounds like a long time ago now. It feels like a long time ago. He beat Jan Rujin in 3 games, a comfortable win for him in 3. Really impressive in the opening round. It was a different story for Patrick Franziska. He was taken to 5 by Alvaro Robles, so very different campaigns for this pair, Adam.
Yeah, you put me in the headspace of his coach now. Patrick Franziska, 32 years old, has broken into the top 10, made it all the way to the final of the Saudi Smash last year, has taken a WTT title, which few can say, and has been a professional, a working professional in his favorite sport for half of his life, 16 years. On the other side, Lin from Iran has been incredible in table tennis. His banana flick, his backhand receive has been, well, shutting down Chinese national team members for the last 7 years. 10 years of growth, 3 titles to his name. And look at his champions results. The best ones, the semifinal in Macau in 2022, semifinal of the champion Xinjiang, champion of Frankfurt 2023, which was big. Wang Chuqin fell victim. And WTT champions Frankfurt 2024, a semifinal victory. Lin is as smooth as they come. Good on the receive game. And after training in Germany and around the world, he's just gotten bigger and stronger.
Well, we'll be looking out for his receive game, that backhand receive, his trademark, and that's something certainly we'll be looking forward to. Patrick Franziska, well, he comes here off the back of a semi-final at the feeder event in Düsseldorf, but let's have a look at the schedule. Day 3 now into the round of 16. The round of 16 continues tomorrow, and then quarterfinals time after that. So, of course, a place in the quarterfinals at stake for this pair. Well, the warm-up, just a few seconds remaining. Franziska still looking really relaxed. Reached the quarterfinals of the Singapore Smash ahead of this one, making his debut in Chongqing, but not many fans backing him, Adam, to get past Lin Winru in this one.
Lin Winru has brought so much popularity to the sport back home. All over the island, fans are playing table tennis. MRT stations in Banqiao and other places have table tennis clubs inside in transit.
Franziska versus Lin Winru. The first game, Franziska to serve, love, hold.
After a mixed doubles bronze medal with Zheng Yijing, the Summer Games, Lin Winru has become a hero, but Franz the Giant Slayer looking to get his first ever.
Love, 1.
And if you're going to get it out of your system now, one of the best times, other than being up 10-0. But a gift for Lin Winru on receive to start the match.
talking, Adam, before this match began. You were just saying that Lin Wenru is just such a smooth player.
That's the word. The silent assassin. You don't see him coming. But sent back to the trees for this one. First point here on the board, Patrick Franziska. His backhand's smooth as well. He's just going to have to be very particular about when he takes it, his positioning, and where he places it for Lin Wenru to get in trouble.
Right hand versus left hand, of course, adds another dynamic of intrigue into this one.
Yeah, Lin Wenru on the service game is very strong. Very similar to that bottle challenge serve. A little bit more central on the table, but fast, long, into the body on the backhand side. He serves long more than most, Lin Wenru. Reverse pendulum serve to the short backhand side of the table to try and shut down the Chiquita opening.
4-2.
It's good work from Lin Wenru to shut down that challenge from Patrick Franziska.
Yeah, that's his favorite shot. Slides over to use the backhand on the forehand side to get that extra wrist action that the forehand flick doesn't have. Smart, soft block. Lin Wenru on that last one gave no forward motion to that last ball. The one before it, he punched a little bit, adding topspin, but then slows it down and leaves the ball in front of Franz. Soft hands, good touch is going to be part of the game. It's rare at this level that power alone is going to be enough to shut down such a complete player.
And there's that power you were talking about.
A little bit of edge to go with it, but this cross-court shot, soft opening, heavy spin from Franz and countered back. He's so good at calibrating, closing the racket, even when he's falling away, Lin Wenru. This feels like pressure to me, and it's understandable with Lin Wenru on the other side, but Franz gets the first opening, plays for spin, but moves into the table, has to recoil as he's sent back to the baseline.
No flash, please. 7-3.
Good communication here makes every relationship that much easier to work. It's probably a better way to say that. I'm working on my communication.
A3.
Franziska there forcing Lin Wenru onto that forehand and gets the point.
Let's take a look at it one more time here. So those two forehands, the real pressure came earlier on when he made him take a forehand from the middle. In general, a forehand is a powerful shot for both players, but if you can get them leaning first, playing it from off balance, you're that much better for it.
That 4-8.
Cool to see Wang Yitze back in the corner for Lin Wenru, man who gave me some coaching advice at a local university.
5-8.
Actually played for the Chinese Taipei team back in the day as well, and you've been seeing him around the world a little bit more in recent history. Is at the Singapore Smash, did wonders for Lin Wenru. Now he's starting to look a bit more free. There's confidence, there's flow, spring in his step. Sort of feeling out the opportunities in the start of this game. Beautiful Chiquita there. You could see him turn to get the racket around the side of the ball for side and top spin on the opening.
9-6.
Again, that was good work on the backhand receive from the world number 13.
I imagine you're referring to the third ball attack that Lin Yunru made.
The penultimate shot in that rally.
Okay.
There's a great variety of speeds in that rally. Lin Yunru just so adaptable and diverse.
Net 6-10.
Great shot placement from the German, just out of reach.
I like the gasp from the let service before that nearly cost him the game. Net and edge for a let service, but saves one game point.
They can't save the second. Lin Yunru wraps up the open at 11 points to 7. It was a powerful display from Franziska in that final rally. Just couldn't penetrate the defenses of Lin Yunru, who wraps up the opening game. Has the advantage here.
Strong start for a man who's 4-0 in their WTT head-to-head and 7-0 overall. He wouldn't be the only German who's felt this way against Lin Yunru. Coaches, many coaches, have seen their players feel defenseless against the smooth, silent assassin, and he leads 1-0 Lin Yunru.
zweimal 15 Minuten, ich ziehe so gut, aber wartet komplett da und wuchtet den Gegner.
正手短的位置还是一样，如果要快劈，注意那个位置等斜线的点，就有快劈在中间，看他有没有站在中间，这个抓落点，抓到就好。OK， 好。
The last time this pair met was at the 2024 Singapore Smash in the quarter-finals there. Lin Yunru with a 4-1 win over Patrick Franziska. That record has to be in Patrick Franziska's mind, doesn't it? He hasn't found a way to get past the world number 13.
You don't get this far in a adversarial sport without loving a good challenge. So it's going to be motivating, add fuel to the fire for the Giant Slayer. No! Disrespectful. You gonna give it to me there, son? Yeah, I'll get it from under the table. I'm gonna pop this up and make you eat the next ball. Crushing forehand. Lin Yunru blocks it right back. Self-defense, holds up the shield, and oh, the body language from a big man on the other side. If that goes around the net for a roller, that's it. Game over, night over, we go home. It almost happened. 2 nets in a row, and Lin Yunru goes for broke. Oh, you want to see it come down regardless of who you're rooting for. This is exciting stuff right now.
1-2.
It almost seems like net is part of the strategy here, but of course it's coincidence. The idea is keep the ball low to the net. Don't give Lin Yunru too much to work with. And in edge as well. Nets and edges. This is my strategy when I play against the pros. I highlighted the words Giant Slayer because Patrick Franziska, until Yi Sang-soo beat Fan Zhendong at a Champions event, the end of 2023, I believe, that Lin Yunru won, no one else had beaten Xu Xin, Ma Long, and Fan Zhendong except Patrick Franziska. So he's capable of taking down the best in the game, no doubt about it. And he's 5 world ranking spots in front of the opponent who he's never beaten. Style matchup matters, but we have to remember Lin Yunru has been around that number 7 in the world spot for a good portion of the last 5 years.
3-0.
He's been as high as number 5 in the world. Certainly he's been a very consistent player.
Yeah, he's come close with many of the best the game has ever seen. He's beaten the best the game has ever seen. Other than Wang Chuqin, he had one of the best records against Ma Long in the game. Oh, it is so tough. The lobs Franz to the forehand. Now from a different angle, we'll have a sense of what Lin Yunru's trying to do here. Fishing shot to the baseline. Now it's a straight up lob, but still a lot of topspin. Catches the edge of the racket. Really tough to get up and over some of these kicking lobs. Turns it down the line, the parallel, spraying it around. Lin Yunru quick to finish that with a forehand. Seatbelt shot there from Franz just before the one to the forehead, and then the more traditional shot is the one that costs him a little bit more time. With a shot that hot coming in to bring it back and turn up the heat, Lin Yunru causing some serious trouble here. Remember, it's a best of 5. So subtle, so smooth. The wide base here. Coach Wang's reaction, Wang Yitze.
5-4.
It's so cool that some of these professional coaches coach at local colleges. Taida, NTU. Wang Yitze had been there as a coach.
Five all. Five, 6.
This is a good shallow spinny shot here. Going for spin more than speed just to break the rhythm. Watch where this ball comes down. Way in just behind the net. It's an incredibly unusual topspin receive.
6 all.
Good catch there. Demonstrating some feeling, some shogun. Right there it is. Look at that. Just catches it. Like a guy flipping a pizza in a pan.
4.
I like that. It's a good show of feeling and control. Edge of the racket there. The fortune that he acknowledges, raises his hand. It's tough to know how much spin comes off it when it hits the edge of the racket and comes down into play. You'll be happy to know you're not watching alone. You're watching with Dang Qiu, with Gao Chengwei. Both in the stadium right now, supporting their teammates.
Well, and that was an aggressive shot right into the body of Patrick Franziska. There was no returning that one.
Yeah, Franz, the taller player. So this crossover section, that is right at the elbow. Elbow closest to the racket is the one that you want to hit. Right between forehand and backhand to cause some confusion.
7-8.
As good as Lin Yunru's backhand is, if Patrick Franziska can get control of the point early, like right here, short stroke forehand, that's the finish. Forehand to backhand. The top level, most players will win in a forehand to backhand battle, but a few backhands
7-8.
can really fight. Lin Shidong, no doubt about it, can put just about any forehand in the game to shame.
9-7. Seven.
3 game points for Lin Wenru. This to take a 2-game lead in this last 16 match. Patrick Franziska still without a win in their last 4 meetings. Well, this is the 5th WTT meeting.
8-10.
Well, the crowd see the funny side of that one as Lin Wenru lunges across the table. Still 2 more game points remaining.
Like silent comedy from the silent assassin. The crowd appreciates a bit of body language. They recognize when something's unusual. Someone ends up in a position that's out of the ordinary. I don't know if you were in the room when Truls let out a laugh the other day. It was quite unusual, but the crowd loved it.
11-8.
Lin Wenru wraps up the second. He's a game away from a place in the quarterfinals with Patrick Franziska. That first elusive win over Lin Wenru still looks to be out of sight. Can he turn it around in a must-win 3rd game? Well, this is what's still to come. What a treat for the home fans. Even just seeing Sun Yin-cha's face on the big screen in the stadium was a real treat for them. They let out a real roar. They cannot contain their excitement ahead of China's world number 1, who will shortly be on this table. She could be here before not too long if this is going to straight games. Patrick Franziska can do something to stop Lin Wenru's momentum in this one, but Sun Yin-cha will be up next when she takes on Du Hoi Kem. But we still have the matter at hand to get on with. Patrick Franziska, what does he need to do in this one, Adam? This is a must-win 3rd game for him. The pressure is really on here.
That's a great question. For me, anything to surprise and take the footing out of Lin Wenru. That might mean wide forehand here and there, short stroke after a long serve. But here he goes touch play, and it works out well. There is this common feeling, a little bit like a panic, to finish rallies quickly, and it's understandable when you're the underdog, when you haven't beaten someone before, but sometimes it's the touch play that really takes care of business, changing patterns here. So he's given us both touch play in the first point, really quality opening attack for a short second point. It's also going to take some deep breaths, some belief, and ignoring the big scoreboard, but just play every single point like 0-0. Ooh, this is what half long is all about. Long enough to make the opponent think it's going to come off the table, and while they're waiting there for Godot, Godot never comes. Ready? Nope. Table in the way.
Three, 1.
Patrick Franziska, of course, had a hard-fought opening round match. Came through that one in 5. He knows what it takes to get the job done, though.
Against many players, absolutely.
3-2.
Good coverage of the elbow there. Lin Wenru from the backhand corner using the forehand to get the result he wanted. The side with the top. After what looked like a mini chop block from Lin Wenru. Put some side spin on it early in the rally. That right there. He gets a passive ball out of Franz. Then right to the baseline, Lin Wenru for the point.
3-0.
the pace on that ball was just incredible.
Timeout.
So timeout called here. Patrick Franziska is going to be asking the same question you asked me. What's it going to take out here to cause some problems for Lin Yunru, a man with very few holes in his game?
Einmal aus der Rückhandecke raus. Spiel einmal, geh mit Rückhand hin, leg einmal kurz hin vor. Ja, jetzt hat er weiter. Er wartet, ja, und er hat auch super kurz. Du legst ihn so gut kurz bei 2-0 und er legt ihn perfekt nochmal kurz. Weißt du, er wartet da jetzt auch. Aufschlag kommt, kurz vor, ja. Dann wenn du mit vorne hingehst, guckst du lang, aber wirklich weit rüber, weil er geht immer ein bisschen mit Rückhand, weit rüber die Mitte, ja, um ihn da so ein bisschen rauszuholen und dann irgendwann später, das fühlst du selber, wann du wieder zurückgehst und sonst einfach mental dran bleiben, das spielst gut, ja. Du spielst gut, einfach mental dran bleiben. Ja, come on.
Ja.
Patrick Franziska calling for the timeout, having relinquished that narrow lead to start off this third game.
Was he up 3-1?
3.
I believe he was, if my memory is serving me correctly.
Our memory is on the same page, and if so, that'd be 3 straight points for Lin Yunru. Parallel shots here and there, short strokes, varying up the depths. There we go. Push right off the bounce, but he made the decision quickly. This is incredibly effective in table tennis. Hesitation you can rarely afford.
Four, 5.
The moving target on Patrick Franziska's side, but Lin Yunru lasers in on that middle. 2 shots in a row.
Pace. Doesn't get the point.
Nice slow and spinny into that middle. Again, when the opponent's behind the table, there's little pressure to play it fast and deep. So this one very shallow, takes the knees out right into the middle. Franz having to reset his feet completely in that. Bit more confidence in this setup. Some clear determination for what he planned to do. You can see that tuck back over the table, the backhand, how much wrist he could use to generate spin on that ball. Which also allows him the confidence to take a fast shot that will arc down onto the table.
Seven, 6.
It's not an easy shot. The ball had side and top spin coming into his middle, but the pivot perfect. And the placement, the response even better from Franz.
6, 8.
Much more promising now for the world number 8. Clenches a fist as if to gee himself up.
From being down 3-4 at the timeout, gotten 5 the next 7 points, so serious momentum for Franz. And Yunru looking to do the best on his serves here. That's the bottle challenge from just a little bit inside the table too. Normally he'll serve that from more into the backhand corner. See him right near that DHS logo for a W1000 table, which is wonderful to play on. And another long serve to the baseline. Early on in this match, we were talking about how he loves to serve long. And the reason it's so effective is because the delivery's all the same. You just can't tell until it's contacted how deep the serve is going to come.
9-8.
Superb pressure from Franziska. Lin Winru did well to stay in that rally for as long as he did. Short rally, albeit.
Longer than average in table tennis. Normally just 3 shots or so. But a good exchange from behind the table from Lin Winru. Now trailing by 1. Soft hands to shut down the third ball attack. He denies Franz that big opening shot. This could be the last 2-serve combination that we see in this match if things go according to history.
9-0.
Match is so good, security guards are grabbing stools to get seats. I love it.
What a shot that was. Lin Winru earns himself a match point, and he does it in style.
Smart combination to the short forehand side. As soon as Franz takes the bait to open with the backhand, it leaves a hole on the backhand side, and that's exactly where Lin Winru goes.
Lin Winru's 100% winning record against Patrick Franziska remains intact. The world number 13 yet to drop a game at this tournament. He is through to the quarter-finals. He'll there play the winner of the match between Lin Shidong, the world number 1, who'll be taking on An Jae-hyun later on. But a very, very impressive win for Lin Winru, a 5th at WTT level over the world number 8, Patrick Franziska.
So he knocks out one of the seeds and takes over his spot, a quarter-final spot for Lin Winru, a player who